What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Tuesday, April 11, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, fixed air moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all very much. I hope your week is off to a great start, and I hope you're ready for today, because just like yesterday, I think this is a important day. It's a big day. It's special. It's got special energy. Why is it special? Well, Venus is now locked and loaded in Gemini. It's going through the Pleiades, right through that heart, that 0 degree of Gemini, that heart of the Pleiadian star cluster, which is some really powerful feminine energy. This is the Seven Sisters. In ancient astrology, it was actually considered to be a bad omen to have a planet go through this. But I think things have changed. I think energy's kind of shifted, and now the Pleiadian energy is a much more powerful embrace of our feminine energy, and Venus is, of course, a feminine planet. It can be a masculine planet in Libra, we'll give it that, but really Venus is that feminine archetype, right? That goddess energy. So I think there is that powerful embrace of truth, something, it's also in the nakshatra Kritika, so it's sharp. There's a sharpness to this energy. So I think that it's the truth, it's the sharpness, it's the blade, that Venus, the dispositor of the North Node now in Gemini. That North Node in Taurus is trining over to Pluto, which is the dispositor of the South Node. Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees, that South Node in Scorpio at 4 degrees. So these are just powerful aspects. This is like cutting, very sharply to the essence of our feminine creative potential, how we can bring truth. It's like we're going to scour every little corner in every room of our lives to get to the bottom of the truth. I think the more willing we are to look in dark places, the more truth we find. And there's something really special about that, because it's empowering us to create. It's empowering us to go after our desires, but also to not obsess. I think that this is, Pluto in Aquarius, Venus in Gemini. This isn't about like some obsessive energy. This is about like the truth and getting to the bottom of things and being non-attached and adaptable. So I think that we're in a very special place there. The moon's also going to start off the day in the galactic center at 26 degrees of Sagittarius. It's going to square Neptune in the morning, right before that, and then it's going to come into Capricorn. So we start off with like a ton of galactic energy, a ton of like far out, like whoa, and then it comes into Capricorn, where it's also going to make a quincunx over to that Venus, freshly in Gemini. And I think that this is like, okay, I know it can be a little hard sometimes if we're looking in these dark corners in our life, if we're like, paying attention to what's true. And, sometimes the truth can be a little scary. Sometimes it can hurt, but like there's something special there today. And I think if we can dedicate and take responsibility for looking in these places and, own up to where we can be better and we can further ourselves and we can be, honest and truthful about situations, today is a gift. Why is it a gift? Because it's Sun Jupiter Day. Today's just boom, 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 boom. So there's a gift in our life about an identity that we're finding that is enormous. And you know what? It's a good, because I think this is giving us an ego. It's giving us an identification. And I think we all need to have an ego. This is a healed ego. The sun is met with Chiron. Jupiter's met with Chiron. We've done this work. This isn't about like going and just like obsessing over an identity in our life or an ego that's unhealed. I think this is learning how to relate differently with the healed ego, learning how to present ourselves, how to go about life with this energy. And it's through that healed energy that we're starting so much in our life. And I think that today is one of those days where, like, if we have to go dig a little bit and look in something and it might look scary at first, that's the gift. The gift is the ID card for everything that shows up in our life. And I think when we have the courage to face these things, we can just see enormous payout. So this is a special day. And I think with the moon even in Capricorn, by the end of the day, it's going to trine the North Node and sextile the South Node. North Node in Taurus, South Node in Scorpio. So there's just a lot of sort of nodal faded energy. We're coming up on eclipse season. This is a big moment, and we're starting to see Pluto even square these nodes. They're getting tighter and tighter within 5 degrees. They're now at a 4 degree orb. So it's exciting because this is opening up so many new chapters. This is taking our healing to the next level. This is giving us, I think, the value of being adaptable and being more mutable and changing things up instead of maybe holding on to situations. I think we're realizing it's actually more exciting and feels better to step up in our own lives to be non-attached to certain situations so that we can see like how big things can get when we do have that sort of objective outlook. And when we're ready to like expand things, I feel like we're gonna get some downloads today, like no doubt about it. And you know, these might be things we don't want to see. These might be, you know, big things within our own egos that we have to look at. They could be around other people that are in our lives. You know, relationships are a big deal. Venus trine Pluto. There's like amazing connections trying to form, amazing bonds trying to form that are helping us empower each other and to speak our truth and to deliver what is of value. And this moon in Capricorn saying we have to all step up. You know, we all have to like really be responsible and accountable for our personal lives, for what we want to amplify, what we want to do with our truth. And I know that it can be a little uncomfortable with the moon in Capricorn because we can almost want to suppress it, and it does quincunx over to that Venus freshly in Gemini. So it's almost like, gosh, do I start and dedicate with these changes of like what I really feel is taking me to this higher potential, this higher good, or this way of relating to a feminine side of myself that is more a part of my identity than I've put out there. And I don't care if you're a woman or a man or whatever you are, we all have masculine, we all have feminine energy, and I think that we're all relating to the feminine side in a very special way, but it's not the same way. It's not the way that we always have. It's going to be unique and different, and there's an excitement to that. So I think we have to be open to kind of like, we do have to kind of pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. That's going to be a moon in Capricorn kind of feel with that quincunx to Venus, but it's almost like you're going to get such a big reward in your life when you do. And even with the rewards right there for the taking with the sun conjunct Jupiter, that's the most beneficial day of the year. It really is. So this is the Tuesday. This is like the day of the week. It's galactic AF in every way. And I think fate plays a big role in it, because I think that we're all kind of like meant to see the truth in our life. And I think be excited about it. And even if it's like something we weren't expecting, we got to see what is there. And I think that anytime we can be adaptable or not attached to situations and kind of like suck it up a little bit at times, because that's the thing, is if we're just gonna go down and not realize how much we can amplify our lives and our creative natures right now, we can feel a little like stuck or really suppressed or held back. And this is not the day to feel held back. This is the day to feel the best you felt in a long time. So take advantage of this and be ready for this journey. Card for the day is the King of Swords in reverse. I think if you're gonna pretend like you don't want to see the truth and you don't want to kind of take that ownership and that responsibility for what is the truth, and if we can't be objective enough to be honest about situations, then we're missing the download. Even though we can feel it, we can taste it, it's right there. I can literally probably see it. It's probably not hidden today. Gotta take responsibility for that. The Empress upright. I think this is really creating something special. I think this is getting us, right back. I love that she's got the wheel in this card with the astrology wheel on it. And she's sewing. That's what, like, we're stitching together our destiny. And really like growing. And it's got Venus in it. Of course, that's the card of Taurus, Venus energy. This is such an uplifting day if you're ready to face the truth. And I think that that's where it's hard, is because some people, like, the truth can hurt. The truth can be sharp, it can cut. Face that truth today. Whatever shows up, good, bad, ugly, beautiful, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth, and it's your truth. And you have to be subjective enough to understand that and identify it, but you also have to be objective enough to see it from an even higher perspective. And the Ace of Swords. I really do. We're like piercing through the veil. This is a piercing, special day that's giving us the I swear to God, some alien download, something, you're going to have some wild insight that's going to pierce the veil into the biggest, like, aha, this is what's going down, this is where things are going. Moment of, like, courage, too. The only trick is if we don't want to own up to what we see, good, bad, whatever it is. That's going to be the downfall, or if we suppress the truth. We need to express the truth. And I think to see things objectively. It's very important today. Might have us do something different, out of the norm, but this is a special, special day. So, probably the most special day leading up to this eclipse season, which is going to be a big deal too, but this is it. Love you all very much. Hope you have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.